Hi everyone, welcome back to Crystal Lee's Chance channel. My name is Crystal Lee and welcome to another Chancer Chat. Chancer Chats is when we talk about different topics, life questions, reflective questions, and just different things in detail to help you bridge the gap from the life you have to the life you want with a simple mindset shift. And today's topic, we're talking about what happens when you survive. What happens when you have survived your darkest moments, your darkest thoughts, and your darkest thoughts of dark actions, if that makes sense. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. So get your water, your coffee, your tea, whatever it is. I have water with me today because I had coffee already this morning. And settle in because we're about to get into it. So there was a post that I saw a few years ago, and it's just now coming back to me as a lesson, and I wanted to talk about it because I think it'll be a really nice lesson for other people as well, or just something to plant a seed of thought for future action. And the posts, I'm paraphrasing since it's been a few years, but I know it was a post that I saw a few years ago. It said something along the lines as, a lot of us wanted to end our lives. A lot of us couldn't see us getting this far in our life. We couldn't see us getting to this certain age. And because of that thought, a lot of us feel lost today. And on the other hand of that wasn't in the post, but it's just like on the opposite side of that feeling, you have some people who did see themselves getting to a certain age. And at that certain age, they saw themselves accomplishing or having more than what they had. You know, the house at this age, the marriage at that age, the good paying job at some other ages, so on and so forth. And this topic actually came up during brunch with me and a few friends, and I actually thought, I think the first scenario may be the best scenario to be in when you're thinking about your life and your future achievements. I think what I'm going to talk about in this video can help both scenarios for anyone in these places in their life, but essentially my first perspective was on the first scenario. I understand that not thinking you'd get this far, but getting this far can make you feel lost. But I believe that it can also be seen as a blank canvas that you can start throwing paint on and curating the life that you want at this moment. Because you don't have expectations of your life limiting you now, if that makes sense. Like if you are 25 and you thought at 25 you would have a house and you don't have a house, you probably feel a little bit hopeless and like what you've done up until now was a waste of time because you haven't achieved a goal. Whereas if you never thought you'd be getting to the age of 25, you can think, I can, or I think I want to get a house. That example can be used for any other desire you have in your life at this moment. It's like, hey, I thought I would have ended my life years ago and I wouldn't have gotten this far, but you did. You fought day after day, month after month, and you fought for years to get you to this place now. And even if you don't understand it, you survived. Be proud of yourself because now you get to see what's on the other side of survival. I understand that surviving has lasting effects, like always being in survival mode and not knowing what comes next, but being very fearful of the next step, not knowing how to rest, not knowing how to essentially enjoy your life, and even to the extent of not knowing who you really are. But that blank canvas I was talking about earlier is when you can like just start throwing paints and figuring it out. So how do you get on the other side of surviving and you actually start living? And I actually have two different steps for this, or two different like actionable items for this. And they're very simple, but here we go. The first step is therapy. I think that is the best way to start. As of 2021, I think we have understood the importance and the benefits therapy gives us. And I think we have also gotten so savvy and so like entrepreneurial that people have actually created really nice tools and apps and just different forums where you can find a therapist that works for you, and it doesn't have to be expensive and it doesn't have to be that you don't have to go out of your way. It's more accessible. I know BetterHelp is something that people do right now, and there's also apps where you can talk to a live therapist, so you don't have to like actually talk. You can text to a live therapist, and it has become a little bit more accessible and a little bit more price savvy, a little bit more like pocket savvy to get a therapist. Because in my own experience, when I took therapy very seriously, my therapist helped me find me. A therapist helps you find you and breaks through some of those walls that you have not been able to see yourself. I know some people say, well, I don't like therapy because how are you going to tell me about me? But essentially, the way you see your life is through a lens of trauma and through a lens of the dark times that you had. And how you continue to see it will be through those dark times, through those lenses that you have curated during a life of heartache or hurt or just misfortune. And a therapist helps put different lenses on you to see your life a different way. They help you find you. They help you find a different lens to look at your life. Another thing, like second step, a very easy step, I think, would be to learn and research. Social media, hear me out, social media or the internet in general is very vast, it's very wide. It is a great tool when used properly. It's a great way to find new and interesting things out in the world that you may not have known is out there that you're actually pretty interested in. Like you won't know that, I don't know, there's some kind of different form of art out there, maybe in a different state, that's not immediately around you, but that you can have access through or access to via the internet. I understand that social media can play a part in a lot of insecurities and FOMO and comparability things, and it makes people feel sad, but I do think it is a great way to connect, to learn, to connect with others, and to learn about yourself and what you may like. It opens you up to millions of opportunities, different talents, different interests, activities that you didn't know you had. I know these are really simple steps, but as you go to therapy, you unlock and you build on that. You throw more paint at your canvas. As you research and learn about different interesting things out there that people are doing that you may be interested in, you unlock more of yourself, throwing more paint at the canvas. And over time, as you continue to curate different things in your life that you actually like, that you find joy in, that's your life canvas. And it's never going to be the same day to day, month to month, year to year. You continue to grow it, paint it, and you get a really nice picture of your life that changes often. And that's great. You find something worth living for. And in regards to the people who are on the second scenario who thought that their life would be or look a certain way at a certain age and it doesn't, I have some encouragement for you because I love you. And I don't want you to feel left out from, this chance or check. None of your efforts towards your goal or towards your future is wasted. If you're at an age that you thought you would have a certain level of things, status, or a certain value in your life or feeling about your life, I want you to first look at what basis are you comparing these things on. Is it because somebody told you that you needed these things at this age? Is it because someone else at this age is getting someone at this age is getting those things and you feel like you've done something wrong because you don't have it yet? I want you to reflect on that and really question why you feel so strongly about being a failure at this age for not having certain things. If you realize that you feel this way because you're comparing to someone else or external factors, or because someone has told you that you have to do it, I want you to know that everyone's journey is different. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's journey is different on this timeline. And if you and another person were born in the same day, same time, same month, and you guys do the exact same thing up until the age of 25, exact same activities, job, interview, whatever, it will always, the way your life works will always be different. It won't look the same at 25, even if you do the same thing as somebody else. Think about all the wonderful things that had to align, that had to happen for your life to be birthed on this earth. Think about how definitive those actions and alignments had to be for you to be here right now. And now think of the things that you want and understand that the universe is just definitively aligning those things for you to get what you want, and it's going to take some time. Not having what you want at the time you want it does not mean you failed. It means that it's still being cooked up by the universe. It was already yours the moment you decided that you wanted it, and the universe is just backing you up behind the veil to help you with it. I know this was a very short video, but I wanted to talk to the people who, like me, didn't think they would get this far. And I want you to know that you have got this far and you should be proud of yourself. And there is so much more on the other side of surviving that is so much more enjoyable and worthwhile. And I hope you get there. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope you learned something from this Chancer chat. If you did, comment down below. If you have any additional encouragement from other people, from your own experiences of going through that or going through this or feeling like this, please comment down below. It can help somebody out, because I am at the end all be all of things to do when it comes to this topic, and I know other people have experienced something different. So again, comment down below your experience, encouragement for other people. I want this community to really be a community who helps others with certain topics that I bring up, or just helps others in general. It can be difficult sometimes, but on the other side of trauma, of surviving your darkest days, there really is life. And when you sit back and you actually look at the world as an opportunity to live and not just survive, it gives you a chance to curate a life that's worth living for. And that is fucking beautiful. Until next time, bye.